Hello and welcome to another episode of Weekly Deathmatch, the only weekly deathmatch show bringing you mediocre deathmatches on a weekly rate without fail since 2017. Is it 2017? 2018. Since 2018. There we go, I'll say that with just as much confidence, even though it might have been 2019. No, because we've been doing this for over a year, right? And it's only just hit 2020. So, across 2 decades. There we go, that sounds good. This is World of Warcraft. I've been wanting, like Worms, this is one I've been wanting to do since the inception of this series as a kind of wild card to throw in the mix. Quick disclaimer, I don't do a lot of PvP. Second disclaimer, my action bars are a little bit, well, they could use a spring clean really, couldn't they? And I think I'm the only person I know who actually doesn't mind the default UI. Well, maybe not that doesn't mind it, but that prefers it to any kind of add-on stuff. I know add-on UIs are better, more efficient or whatever, but every single time I've tried to use them, it's made the game feel less like, I don't know, like World of Warcraft. It sounds really dumb, but it just, I can't get to grips with it. It just makes everything feel a little bit too clinical? Is that a word? I don't fucking know. But either way, World of Warcraft PvP is a weird one because I feel like it's just not a game that's made for PvP, and no matter how much they try and balance the game so that it's PvP friendly, I just don't. It's just not as fun as other games with PvP in them. But they have done a lot of work to it. I think in Legion they made it so that they can separately balance stuff for PvP when it comes to spells and stuff, and then you've got your like PvP abilities which trigger when you enter PvP and stuff like that. They've done a lot of work and I think it's pretty good now. I actually have fun with it on my balance druid. I remember the first time I tried PvP, by the way, you're going to be hearing those 3 letters a lot in this video. First time I tried PvP was all the way back in Mists of Pandaria when I first started playing. I tried it on this character and it sucked because the way Balance Druid used to be was it didn't really have any instant casts that I can remember, and the way you had to kind of keep track of whether you were doing solar or lunar didn't really give you enough, at least for me, didn't really give you enough kind of headspace to work out what was going on in the fight or where you needed to be or anything like that. So that was not a great time to be PvPing as a balanced druid, but when I got my demon hunter I did a fair bit of PvPing on that character, because I was like, this is going to be my PvP character. This was before they made the honor levels. I think it's faction wide, not account wide. I think horde characters have a separate level because they have different cosmetics and stuff. I might be wrong, but yeah, I've been getting super back into World of Warcraft in the last week or so because the new patch dropped, but also just because, as you can see in the right, because I didn't minimize it, I've been doing pet battle achievements as well, and stuff like that, and like I've just been collecting transmog sets, leveling alts, that kind of thing. That's just kind of how I like to play this game, and I'm definitely back on the wagon. ESO is out, and World of Warcraft is in, although Elder Scrolls Online did just announce the Greymore stuff, and that looks pretty fucking dope. I'm never going to say dope again, I'm really sorry. But yeah, you may notice this video is sped up, and that's because when you do a round of Battlegrounds, it usually lasts about 15 to 20 minutes. This was like 17 minutes, so I used the handy time stretch / compress tool in Sony Vegas Pro 14 to speed this up. It's not like exactly double speed or 2.5 speed, it's just the amount of speed it needs to be to get us to near the 10 minutes mark. Because I think that's a good amount of time for a weekly deathmatch. And actually watching it sped up is kind of interesting, I guess. Oh, this fight I had with this Volpera Hunter was really cool, because it was really clutch. Yeah. Speaking of Volpera, I fucking want a Volpera. But you need Exalted with a Volpera faction, and I only got my Horde character to level 120 like in October of last year or something. So I'm like a quarter of the way through Revered. So I'm not a fox person yet, but I do have the name Lombax on reserve, which is the Ratchet species from the video game Ratchet and Clank. because fucking Volpera, they're basically Lombaxes, and you can make him look exactly like Ratchet, and I'm so glad I got the name reserved. The second Jeremy Fiesel did that little WoW announcement thing of, oh hey, 8.3, this is what's coming, and you can be a Volpera and everything, I fucking jumped on that Lombax name. And for my Mechanome as well, which I haven't unlocked yet, I'm getting close, I've also reserved the names Veldin and Cortu. Cortu? I'll flash that text on the screen, unless I forget. But Veldin is Ratchet's homeworld and Cortu is Clank's homeworld, and I think maybe I should go with Cortu because it's a Mechanome, it's kind of meant to be a reference to Clank. I would go with Clank's species name, but he is a robot and therefore does not really have a species. All he has is a model number, and that's not going to work as a character name. Actually, now that I think about it, Cortu might not be his homeworld. I'm going to have to double check that. So yeah, I've been getting into World of Warcraft again, but also a game I picked up yesterday is a game that you're going to see in my upcoming miscellaneous shenanigans video, Staxel, because I'm so fucking excited for Animal Crossing, you guys, and it might get delayed again because you still can't pre-order it on the eShop, and I'm very concerned. I really hope it doesn't get delayed again, but if it does, you know, it's probably for the best. But I mean, I really want it, but it's not coming out till March at the earliest. Sometimes I load up the Nintendo eShop page for Animal Crossing and just look at the screenshots, and sometimes I watch the trailer for it, and because it's on the Switch screen, it looks like I'm playing the game, and it makes me feel like this is what it's going to be like when I'm playing a game. So yeah, I want Animal Crossing. But until then, we've got Staxel, and I honestly thought this is going to be one of those games that's going to be kind of neat, but it's not really going to tide me over. But actually, it's really fucking cool so far. I've played about 3 hours of it. I was playing it, I was streaming it to Reese over Discord, which, by the way, is a godsend of a feature. Oh god, look at those bags. I'm sorry, I've been doing transmog runs. It's a godsend of a feature because it honestly kind of feels like you're playing games together in a way that aren't like multiplayer games. It's great. I just wish you could stream a game and also watch a friend streaming a game, because if I had a second monitor we could just watch each other stream games and it would be great. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Staxel is a pretty fun game. It's closer to Harvest Moon than it is to Animal Crossing. It's like Harvest Moon and Minecraft had a baby. And I know ending a phrase with anything with Minecraft had a baby just makes you go, oh great, another Minecraft clone, but it's really not. Well, I say that, it's more of a Minecraft clone than I thought it was going to be, but it's really good, okay, just take my word for it. If you like games like Stardew Valley, or Harvest Moon if you're old, I'm joking, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, or, you know, Animal Crossing and stuff like that, just give Staxel a look. I mean, it was on sale, it's not anymore. Fucking ran into that Death Knight thing. That took me off guard. But yeah, it's not on sale anymore, but it's probably worth like 15 quid, which is the full price. Another reason I even thought about looking at Staxel is because I was looking at Temtem, right, which is a game that's actually out today, although probably in like 6 hours from when I'm recording this. And it looks really cool. It's like an indie developer's take on Pokemon. It looks really charming. It looks like it's got a lot of polish put into it, even though it's going to be an early access title. It's going to be like an MMO, which is like something Pokemon fans have wanted for a long time, and we're actually kind of getting there lately with Sword and Shield and the wild areas and the Pokemon dens. And anyway, and it just looks really good, but I just don't know if I can bring myself to learn all new type advantages over all new types, which are just synonyms for fire, grass, you know, all this kind of stuff, while I'm still playing Pokemon Sword almost on a daily basis, because I have enough trouble remembering fucking, does Dark type, is that super effective against Ghost type, or is it the other way around? Because with most stuff it's like, oh, grass against, you know, water, well actually that's a bad example, water against fire makes sense and fire against grass makes sense, kind of thing, and you can extrapolate grass against water from there. I guess because grass would make water would make grass grow or something, I don't know. But when it comes to like, oh, Dark type versus, you know, Ghost type, and where does Fairy type get into the mix, what about Dragon type, and like, that's also like arbitrary and not rooted in reality, but I always have to look that shit up. I always forget. It's like, I feel like there's a few trios of kind of super effective against whatever, but I always forget one, like the kind of Dark type, Ghost type, fucking, what's the other one I normally lump in with them, Poison type trio, I guess the purples. The purples is what I would call them. But anyway, yeah, Temtem looks good, but also Staxel is cheaper, so I was like, I don't really need a Pokemon-like game when I've already got Pokemon, whereas Animal Crossing, I don't have Animal Crossing. So the one that reminded me of Animal Crossing initially, that's the one I was going to get. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. Frankly, all over the place as far as commentary is concerned, but hey, what can I say? I don't know, what can I say? The video's over.